Even factoring in Lebrov and his ability to find those flanks on the Rakan. Whereas for Koi, I feel like a very strict front to back. I feel like Jojo's going to have to apply pressure on this head-to-head history between these two teams, including the Mad Lions organization. You can see that the head-to-head all-time in terms of series is somewhat one-sided.
Yes.
But so far this year...
Hold that thought. Level 2 all-in. This is the classic of the matchup. They're going to fist fight for first blood for Jojo!
Topside, Jojo still has the realm warp if he needs to reposition quickly.
Caps though moving into the bot river. Skumond is in the area as well. Looks like G2's not going to give this one up without a fight.
Super has access to the flash. Alvaro maybe starting to retreat, but the hook didn't quite connect on the wall. Elio throwing his ulti down, but at most you can hope for a 50-50. Cassio blocking the pass. Thank you for the leash, says G2, and now they want to keep the fight going. Knock from Lebrov is there. He's going to be able to dash out just in the nick of the time. Elio, however, is not. The pullback on the feathers is perfect. Caps finding the stun on Jojo, who couldn't click fast enough. Fast flash coming out from Caps and MKOI. Now retreating. Kled on the way.
See there, Hansama on the bottom of your screen. In a fantastic position is Lebrov.
Root is there. Jojo's been taking a lot of damage. The exhaust coming in just in time. The counter exhaust coming out. But the redemption! Lebrov! Oh, the item just seems to match the moment perfectly as he's ticking this one off well. But Supa untouched for now. Hansama tries to back step, but he doesn't quite have the damage to finish with the feathers. Supa, one more auto, will not get it done. Lebrov standing. Down goes Hansama, but it's 3 dead for the side of MKOI. But he remounts, walks away. He's just unconcerned. Now it's Jojo who's in trouble. Cyclone coming down. Lebrov looking for the chase forward, but Alvaro there to cover. Hook does connect on his Skumond. Knock up now onto Lebrov. He's going to try to back away as Jojo's laying down a bit of damage with the clone and a quick retreat.
But the Caps has already got that turret in the top side thanks to the Rift Herald, so they're just going to try for a little bit more. Jojo needs to be careful. Knocked up, but I don't think GT want to follow.
No, they don't. Alvaro's still hovering around, ready to peel.
Threatening a dive onto Hansama, but Hans is going to respect it. Alvaro gets knocked up.
Supa. 3 autos. Stacking up the cultivation of Spirit. And now it might be Caps who's overstayed. Ulti only connecting on Jojo. He's trying to burst down one before he gets taken out, but no, it's just Caps isolated on the top.
Be able to just fan out and get multiple angles of attack. And MKOI should be able to try and set up this basically front to back in the manner that they want.
Caps off to the side. Ulti coming in from Broken Blade. Supa backstepping, immediately ulting to make sure he has the extended dash. The TP back in Skumond using the clone well, but it's Elioya off to the side, focusing down Broken Blade. Full Q channel, lands onto Caps. Not too much damage. Mirwin now going to follow. Caps forced to flash out to safety. Excellent play coming in from Supa thus far. Autos connecting. Lebrov going to look to peel. And Skumond goes in. The turn back from G2. Caps still standing. The Cassio ready to take this fight over because Alvaro is done and dusted. Barely living for an extra moment, but the monkey gets the job done. Jojo Pune sprinting, running for his life. But G2 in the meantime in the mid lane are still making the fight work as Jojo Pune's got nowhere left to go. The auto hits the ward, not the blast cone, but Mirwin manages to take one pass.
Chaos ensues in the mid lane as everything goes crazy. It's G2 that just barely comes out ahead in the fight, as it was a fight on 2 fronts. You've got Jojo attacking the flank of Broken Blade as Mirwin goes in for a skirmish with the carries of G2. Caps looked like that he was out of the fight right from the start.
The difference, of course, G2 in a good position to potentially threaten or take that tower, and Otacon as well on the bottom side.
Broken Blade coming in from the flank. Jojo is spotted on those wards, trying to navigate through the fog of war best he can. This Otacon is melting though, and Koi, the ulti from Elioya comes out.
From Elioya. Lebrov isolated off to the side, but the Otacon is already gone. MKOI feel like they have to push for more. Supa already using the Transcend. But they don't get much. The ulti doesn't push them away. They're a bit too late to the play. Now they're trying to make something happen around Broken Blade, but the Otacon's already gone. G2 happy with this.
G2 played the map perfectly there. They set up BB in the mid lane, so then they can actually make a pressure point there that Mirwin has to contest. Otherwise, he leaves BB on that flank for the likes of his carries. So G2 end up in position.
Phase Rush going to keep him standing. A risky proposition. That bit of vision. G2 continuing the pressure, pushing onto this tier 2. Mirwin waiting off to the side, but Elioya with no ulti means that G2 just aren't that concerned.
I mean, this has been a massive swing in the game state because while the goal doesn't look dramatically different, G2 have opened up that tower in the bot lane, making it easier for them to put pressure on the side lane. Securing all of those petals as well gives you a huge influx of stats. They're looking for a plan of Jojo.
Fast play onto Jojo, immediate knockup. There's just nothing that he can do.
Skumond and Lebrov, once again, the team up that G2 fans have been looking for all year is coming into full effect here in the finals.
And I mean, 20 seconds for Mirwin to die, but he might as well just get out.
Super going to pick up a tower for himself. But of course, while Skewmon and Lebrov have been setting up a lot of the plays for G2, right now it's all about Hans Sama, the key carry for the team. 2 items completed. I don't know if he's actually had an opportunity to base yet. I imagine he's sitting on a lot of gold.
Not
As
since
the
we saw the
Dragons
recall
started
canceled.
off, I don't think G2 feels confident enough to force this. Instead, they'll turn their attention towards the mid-tier 1.
That is the Realm Warp gone. G2 now set it.
He could escape off the back of it, and now G2 looking to set up.
Looking to turn back onto Mirwin. Super for now in a decent position to do damage, but has to respect the potential for LeBron to just force the fight. Skewmon going in, immediately going to get exhausted. Mirwin going into zombie form. Hansama isolated with Super off to the side. They managed to zone him out of the fight. G2 with a quick 2 kills as they set their sights on Baron.
Just like that, G2 find the picks, and they'll get the Baron off the back of it. That might have just blown this game open for G2 entirely.
Hans Sama just goes God mode. He uses all of the resources that he's been given to full effect, and he melts through the front line. Mirwin doesn't stand a chance. The Baron now secured. G2 with full control over game 1.
One more out for Jojo, but is it going to take him far enough? As Skewmon is on the chase with the red buff. Lebrov here as well. Klez coming into Jojo. No room to play. No defensive item to save him or keep him standing. G2 grab another pick and continue to extend that lead.
Phase rush not quick enough to escape the Kled, and now G2 on this top side. A confident
Pick
game
from G2. They may have found another one.
Everyone has some backup coming though. But he is slowly getting shredded down. It's just Broken Blade. Ulti out there, traded for Mirwin's ulti.
It's still a bit of a bluff from G2. Look at where the other members were. They weren't in a position to try and follow up. So now you get that ultimate out from Mirwin, making him significantly less threatening. And G2, using this Canyon minion, will continue the siege on towards the mid-turret.
That they will. LeBron looking to cancel a couple recalls. Tier 2's expected to fall when you have this Baron this early, but G2's gold lead, again, we felt like they had a lead at 1K. They had more control over the game at 2K and an Otacon. Now they're at 9K. This lead feels nigh insurmountable, but there's the engage coming from Elyoya. Alvaro waiting off to the side, rooted, grounded, can't get anything going. Super trying to find those auto attacks, but again, cannot walk into that miasma. MKOI hold the line. They have the redemption, but they can't approach the double cannon minions. It's a slow siege from G2, but they will break open the base of MKOI.
The bot lane as well. The siege is continuing from Broken Blade. He has a wave that Mirwin is trying to stop, but now the rest of G2 have come to assist. Another tower is in their eyes.
Pull back from Broken Blade is good. D-Mount starts hitting the tower for a little bit of extra courage. Caps continuing to poke and prod. A reset now coming in from Broken Blade. Does not have access to the TP. Potentially an opportunity for MKOI to force a favorable fight. BB does have access to the ultimate, however, so they have to be careful about overforcing.
I think G2 are just trying to keep MKOI in their base 20 seconds until that dragon, and then they can fall back and take it just as that Baron buff falls off as well. So G2 just cracking skulls of MKOI in the base.
And again, the pressure was on in the finals generally, but especially in this game 1 for Lebrov and Skewmon to step up. We've said it so many times, we have to say it again. 100% kill participation for both of them. They are the driving force behind this G2 win. They are not the rookie passengers of a veteran lineup. They are the ones making these plays happen.
Absolutely, and Hans Sama doing exactly what you need your AD carry to do.
Threatening through bottom lane as well. MKOI being pushed from all sides.
MKOI fortunately have a lot of wave clear to hold the line for now. Broken Blade going to catch that wave so it doesn't even connect to the bottom super minions that are making their way down. MKOI have alleviated some of the pressure mid, but that top tower is secured by G2.
That it is. Flashes, ultis up on the side of G2. They really haven't had to burn anything. Just taking their time walking into the base, keeping the pressure up. They want to play it tutorial style. Hook from Alvaro, not going to connect. Immediate flash out. Means he will stay standing, but there's redemption used by both sides. G2 still know that Supa, if left uncontested, can take over a fight, so they're giving MKOI that respect.
The early cleanse from Alvaro. Oh, hang on. Ulti going to be forced out from Mirwin. He's forced back. I mean, it feels like that MKOI have little that they can do. They're going to have to go for a Hail Mary play soon. The Maokai ultimate is up in a few seconds.
Herded back into the base. Platform from JoJP wants to get a bit more damage down, but Hansama is the one they need to worry about. Goes right back up into the sky. Will feel fine about that as they wrap around the Nexus to find the kills onto MKOI. Supa, though, the exhaust starting to fade away and still in a good position with the ulti, but his Cap's the other carry that he has to keep his eye on. It feels impossible for them to play this. They can't retreat to their base because Hansama is the bouncer to their own damn fountain in game 1. G2 took advantage, kept on pushing, and found first blood in the LEC Summer Finals.
It was slow until it really wasn't. G2.
Funnel these resources into Hans. On contrast, KOI's composition wants to play in a very similar way, but I guess the key difference is one side wants to play more front to back, the other just wants... Now LEC.
Flash forward. 1, 2, waiting for 3, dash in 3, that's the wind becomes lightning. Caps now in trouble as Albro chases. Justice Punch not going to save him. They're donating the kill over to JoJo. First blood picked up once again.
Great timing from
Pick up those last little bits of farm. Remember, he did already burn that TP. Skewmon, though, recognizes this as a window of opportunity to lock down that early Drake. And thus far in the series, Lebrov and Alvaro matching each other in almost every play. Lebrov is going to have to crash it over the wall. JoJo ready to follow. Supa first to move, but Hansama ready to match as well. So a lot of posturing around the red, but neither side wants to fully commit. Skewmon waiting over the wall, can flag and drag. Alvaro looking to retreat. Flash in from Lebrov. Ulti coming in from Caps. Well layered. LEC now caught in the midst of the fight, but they don't quite have the damage to finish it. JoJo standing off on the side, but here comes Hansama right in time to find these kills. Yo-Yo sprinting, running for dear life, but he is stunned, locked down, and sent packing.
Movistar, but Hansama drops the wave and comes across, and a Brav, as you called it, Benny. Perfect engage and setup then for Caps and Skewmon. We're back to live, and Boy Grubs contested.
2v3 on the top side, Supa immediately in a ghost. Lebrov in trouble, only level 5 likely to fall. Supa happy to have the extra gold. The Ultra Shock laser over the wall, Lebrov retreating to Hansama, but Hansama cannot keep him standing. Good side steps, but the movement not clean enough to stop the kill from going over. 2 grubs already down for MKOI, and they will lock in game 1. Playing like an absolute demon, of course, that made it easy for Hansama. A similar story to what we're seeing now to really take over in so many of those fights. MKOI trying to hold on in the mid lane. We know what JoJo could do as we get later, but I feel like Lebrov is not done yet. Play over the wall, knock back into the top. The follow-up is here right on time. The shockwave, not enough. Yukes off, back to the tower. Caps has to flash out to safety, but it's just not nearly enough to get the kill.
The last time these two teams faced off, Lebrov flashed underneath the tower and was outplayed by JoJo.
Instant reaction. LEC now trying to follow up on his Skewmon. Skewmon forced to flash backwards, but again, they don't really have... forces him to respect the push that's coming out.
Overall, early game going a way that G2 is happy with. Hans has to be careful here. Right now, KOI's just trying to buy time. We know that they've got good scaling on their side. Lebrov caught out in the river.
Playing with fire here. They are going to force the flash out. He held on to his ultimate, though, so this might be a little bit over-eager from the side of KOI. Apparently not. Supa. Gigantic chunk of damage there coming in from the passive.
Lebrov has been playing so confident in the river, but MKOI finally called the bluff, and now Caps out of position.
Alvaro ready to go over the wall. Instant shockwave to kick the fight off. Caps desperately trying to retreat. Justice punching. He's now looking to retreat. Alvaro, they didn't anticipate the backstep from the punch. Skewmon goes over the wall with Alvaro and finds another one back. It might be a disaster, but Supa looking to follow up. Hansama on the way in. Knock up there. Caps cannot find a quick escape, and it's another kill. Donated to Zeri. Hand delivered. Supa waiting over the wall. The Ultra Shock laser, but Hansama continues the chase onto LEC. It's an extended fight, but Skewmon once again looking to re-enter the fight. Hansama running. LEC gets another one, but Skewmon manages to fire back to Thunder Sky, keeping LEC healthy, but probably not healthy enough as Skewmon waiting for his cooldowns, ready to flag and drag in. A little bit extra healing. The knock up there, holding on for so damn long, but he can't sidestep everything. And it's a fist to the face from Lebrov to lock him down.
The gloves are off. These teams are getting down and dirty in the jungle. As
there's our very own sexy saxman in the audience.
So we've got Trumpet Guy versus Saxman.
MKOI Trumpets versus G2 Saxophone. Battle of the Brass, baby. Also, battle of this third Drake. MKOI with the better setup, but G2 with the mid lane prio, courtesy of that Herald. JoJo caught out, isolated in the Cataclysm, and here comes Caps trying to get the job done. Redemption for a bit extra healing, keeps JoJo standing for an extra second, and Supa off to the side. The immediate turn from G2. They recognize one target's almost down. They want to go to the next. JoJo lives for far too long. The sidestep turns to alive. He forces the flash out from Skewmon. The chase down on the Caps is coming through now. It's Mirwin versus the world. Hansama isolated. All out goes Mirwin. The taunt might be enough, but the flash through. The Q, the portal keeps them standing. Mirwin wants to get one more kill on the Broken Blade, but in the meantime, Alvaro must back off. G2 with the kill advantage thus far. Broken Blade in the midst of 2 wants to turn it back. Pullback coming in on the Q3. Broken Blade can't quite go back to the tunnel, or yes he can. Dash forward from LEC. Wants to finish the kill. Knockup comes through. A bit of extra healing, a grass proc, but LEC is going to get the job done. G2 on the way out. It's a bloodbath. 1.5 items though. Put him in an awkward spot for this fight. Does have the gold lead, but seems hasn't quite found a good position to recall yet. Likely the expense of the IE also delaying that second item completion. Skewmon caught out. Caps now starting to move his way down. Initial damage coming through to Skewmon is good, and they manage to take the jungler down. Shutdown is crucial for JoJo. Otacon is up.
Where's this Otacon take?
Can be a bit tricky though. JoJo's isolated in the bot lane 1v1, and Broken Blade has the necessary knockup to stop any potential TP. LEC also takes a damn long time to finish this objective. So we pan back and forth. JoJo trying to delete those tunnels, but G2 are still on this Otacon. MKOI aware, but it seems like they feel they have to get something else on the map instead. Redemption coming into the mid lane. Alvaro ready to make a play. Dragon now finally down. Mid lane tower down as well. Otacon will finally fall in the favor of G2, but MKOI happy to trade 2 towers for the Otacon. Overall, Otacon worth 2 to 3K gold in terms of stats, so not the worst trade, but definitely not ideal to give it up. A support as Alvaro's hovering in the darkness.
Oh, TP flank coming in.
G2 looking to collapse in the side lane. Lebrov kicking things off, but he didn't quite know Alvaro is in the area. Exhaust there. Broken Blade looking to fall, but JoJoPune's already on the way out. LEC in the meantime fighting the 2v1. A lot of damage going down into Alvaro, but an instant combo to come through. Super with an ulti to follow. Skewmon waiting over the wall, but the fight's already done. Broken Blade goes down, comes right back up. Wants nothing to do with this one, but it's Super sliding and gliding over the wall and a double kill for Jose Pune himself.
A beautiful 3-man shockwave comes through from JoJo as he turns the fight on its head. G2's lack of damage were as clear as day right there as their trap falls apart. Koi find 3 kills, and just like that, they have full control over game 2.
Man, I wish I could see the alt chat. I could see the TY good focus already there as Alvaro gives his life for the greater good. MKOI, incredible stuff as Miran will spot out Skewmon, but the pressure is already on the top half, and MKOI firmly control this game.
That they do. The retreat now on the top side. It looks like G2, they want to go for broke. If at first you don't succeed, try again. They're falling behind. They know they'll lose control over the objective, so they want to make another play happen. Super isolated. Don't want to let him get to the wall, but LEC is there to cover, to try to protect. Skewmon now going to flash in. Interrupt tries to come through LEC, but that's the shutdown. That might be enough. Mirwan waiting off to the side. Wants to get on top of Hansama. Has a bit extra range, and it's Alvaro to handle her, but Caps is coming in with the knockup to keep his 80 carry standing. Hansama holding on for dear life, and it's G2 in the rinse and repeat in round 2 who find the fight advantage.
How the hell did G2 just find it back? MKOI looked like they were about to take everything, but G2 with the teleport. And maybe use that to fish for picks, because again, I think if MKOI just step up in a 5v5, they should have a decent spot, but you can see here, they just don't have the control over the map on the bottom side for G2, and I don't know if MKOI can hold.
Supa's chunked. Broken Blade stunned, Super walking off to the side, but tier 2 still in jeopardy. G2 happy to just take that, wanted to threaten in case MKOI misstepped, but didn't find anything else. So
for Koi, Alvaro right now working very closely alongside him to make sure that he is safe. They're contesting this vision.
Ulti immediately trying to force more out from Super. They get the flash, but Lebrov is already raining over the wall, and down goes Super! What?
G2 were baiting it for so long. They managed to find the pick, and MKOI, that's disaster.
We saw it in game 1, we see it again. G2 punishing MKOI when they try to reclaim vision. G2 now fully descending into the base. They might not even need to wait for the soul to spawn. Mirwan looking for the pushback. Interrupt coming in from Caps, trying to keep Skewmon standing. It'll at least be 1 inhibitor down. 1 minute till the Baron, and they've got perfect 30 seconds still on that Drake. MKOI moving in. Blue trinket reveals it. Lebrov, a massive flank.
Oh, the ward just died.
Around the corner. The ward goes down. They finally see Lebrov. It might be too late, but G2 turn off the objective. They're not sure. It's a bit of a split decision. They turn right back onto the Baron. 1K getting lower. G2 have taken the objective. They've taken the Baron. They're second of the game, and MKOI now retreated. Lebrov trying to herd them down, find the angle for the multi-man knockup. Exhaust goes in on the Caps. Skewmon kicks the fight off. LEC standing. Zuba off to the backside for now untouched. Lebrov trying to find the angle, but JoJoPune cleverly slows him, stops the initial approach.
Lebrov alone is just putting so much pressure on Koi, they can't make a decision.
Mirwan unstoppable now. Q3 ready to go. Footwork keeping him steady as Hansama now opening up, doing a decent bit of damage. JoJoPune off to the side, isolating Lebrov. That's the ulti down. Exhaust on a JoJoPune as well. The double knockup. Do they have the damage to finish this? Orianna flash over the wall. Skewmon now looking to follow. JoJoPune ready with the sidestep. The flag, the Dragon's not going to connect. In the meantime, the Dragon is going down in soul point, but G2, if they find this kill, and they will, are in a good position in the bottom side.
Miran killed Caps in the mid lane though, so you're still...
G2 still have at least 2 waves to play on. Yo-Yo waiting in the darkness, but G2 are as well. Supa has to be careful not to step too far forward. Skewmon and Lebrov also on the way in. Decent damage now onto Mirwan. TP coming through as well. JoJoPune about to come to the party. Lebrov, will he go over the wall as well? You're trying to burn down Caps. TP response coming in from G2. Broken Blade on the way in. Alvaro's engage goes completely wide. And it's Hansama isolated with JoJoPune. The shockwave is not going to connect. It's Hansama! Solo taking out JoJo! Solo diving the backline! Winning the fight for G2!
G2 find the plays that they need in the side lanes, and they pick off MKOI to bring the game back from the brink.
Beautiful positioning from Hansama to clean up the fight, to do the damage, and to put G2 on match point.
And Hansama might just be him. G2 keeping the pressure up. Last lonely stand as he will fall as well. The GA buying him but a brief moment. It is match point in Madrid for G2 Esports.
Questions of
opportunity to counterpick. He went with Renekton. He got solo killed. It did not work out. This is another option for him overall. And hey, we've been trying to answer the question, who is the daddy of top lane? And I guess the real question is, who is the in? It's the 2v2 battle for this red buff. Elyoyo buying a bit more time for his smite. Skumons is available, but he's only level 1. If he misses this smite, it'll be a disaster. Super and Hansama on the way as well. Sky Splitter means Skumon manages to grab the red buff, and that means Elyoyo's probably just a dead man walking. First blood, absolute disaster. 2 minutes in.
It's game 3! MKOI needed to win! And
in that moment, okay, this is pretty good, but now if the enemy mid just gets a kill in exchange, then he's going to find himself behind in the 1v1.
This is dead. 2 for 1. That's not good. Sumon's also taking a drink.
We're going to need a replay.
That's actually very bad.
We're going to need a replay on that one. So, we know that Alvaro wanted to interrupt the base. But, I mean, this is so disrespectful in the face of Labrov. We know that he's going to have the root coming back up. There it is. Jojo in this situation says, okay, I've got to try and at the very least get 1 for 1. The stun comes through.
I mean, the any % redemption speedrun is a thing to watch, but I thought we were in the LEC finals. Now Skumon might be forced back. Nice knock back to the wall. Good follow-up CC there. Jojo Pyun going to try to finish the kill. Skumon just got nowhere to go. He's too damn squishy. Jojo Pyun grabs that one.
These are the type
though takes him out as well as the Ghost, and now he just continues to step up. Wall set down. Super gonna get on the right side of it. It's Elyoyo who now has to be careful. Level 7, will his ulti come out? The flash, the sidestep flash coming out as well. The root now locked down. The trap to come through. Hansama grabs it.
And it's an easy pickup for G2 as the gold lead that G2 had. Dag mentioned it earlier, it's sitting on the support.
It is true.
So I don't think it's all doom and gloom just yet for KOI. I think that they still have solid side lane threats thanks to both Jojo on the Azir and Mirwin on this.
Very likely that Hansama can at least get another plate.
Exactly. I think it might even be the towers. Alvaro because able to escape away from that one, but G2 putting the hurt on this ball.
Looking to rally their supporters. The players definitely need that energy now.
And this is where the resets come through. Hansama, Yuntal's now completed, going to enter up to mid, but hold on.
Alvaro gets hit by the flick. Threaded volley continues to come out. Oh, the big one. The extra large rock to finish the kill. G2 again just keeping this pressure up. Jojo Pyun doing what he can, but it's just not enough. Potential 300 extra gold for MKOI to help shift things back in their favor. Jojo still feeling confident in the 1v1, but a nice flick from Caps might change that. Skumon on the way in as well. Ulti coming in, the ace in the hole, decent damage, and Caps is now on the chase. Redemption coming out as well, and down goes Jojo Pyun, and that's, I guess, why you get the Herald stacked in G2's favor. Soul point 2 minutes away, it feels like, and MKOI running out of options as Jojo Pyun may find himself caught out. A nice dash back to shifting sands to walk away as Alvaro not going to be able to find the play on the top side.
Cap running into Super. Good damage once again.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult for MKOI to try and stop it as Jojo going to get chased down now.
Jojo setting up the tower. Showstopper comes out. Jojo Pyun caught out. Flashback. It's a nice look at a little escape. Sidestepped on the threaded volley. It's just not enough.
And G2 are playing both sides of the map. They get the play on top. Dragon being taken by Skumon, and Labrov is pushing MKOI off of mid. Everything is going sideways.
A little bit of damage down onto him as Skumon starts Drake in their face. G2 are just disgustingly far ahead. It might come down to a 50-50, however.
No, Mirren's TP'd away. MKOI want nothing to do with this. It's going to be the third Dragon gone to G2, and that'll be that.
That it will. Despair starts to set in. MKOI, again, they need to rally. They need time in this game that they might not have.
They need to find some sort of miracle, but Skumon's not going to give them the chance.
MKOI until today, it's been undefeated in Madrid when it came to series, but that miracle went to Fnatic, and now it's the Kings of Madrid that are maybe happened to opt out of the throne and give it back to G2 who have ran it for so long.
Such a good LEC caster. You managed to sneak Kings in a way that didn't start with G2. Well done, well done, well
Thank you,
done.
thank you. I've been
We'll
studying
add the bonus. Get a Legacy and Dynasty in there. But it's a damn good point, right? We thought that this would be the thing that galvanized them playing in Madrid. That felt like the moment where the story
For
changed.
Jojo.
Forced to flash back as Elioyo was ready with the ult. The Sun Disc helping MKOI take a bit more control here. Bounty available on the Otacon if they can steal it. Mirren walking down, but he has been spotted. Good vision from G2. Hansama trapping the pit, and MKOI trying to find a way to fight along the bottom lane. Caps now going in, kicking off the fight. Super waiting over the wall, but he doesn't have a good angle in. Skewmon relatively untouched. Jojopyun instantly retreating, as is Elioyo. All of MKOI in free fall. Reset on the Otacon, but not quite. It's still only 7K. MKOI don't have a way back in. It's likely just going to G2.
The zone control with the traps, the Talia wall, Lebrov on the Karma with the poke. It feels so difficult for KOI to really gain any space around the objective.
Yeah, I'm sure he gets
Here we go, Elioyo.
Elioyo. Bit of a catch here onto Broken Blade. Have to be careful. A lot of grit stacked up. Ulti back from Broken Blade. Gets the grit down. Decent damage, but it looks like he is likely to fall. Oh, the Super Blast Cone! With Super there to follow a shutdown. Perhaps the start of something for MKOI.
They need to get everything they can, but look at the mid, look at the top. They need to now move back to try and defend, but I think G2 are willing to call this bluff. A Dragon, they're just going to take the towers.
I mean, at the very least, it's something for MKOI. Getting that gold into Super's pockets, denying the soul away from G2, getting the bounty on the bot tower as well. Like, it's a good sequence of play to reduce that gold gap. It was a 6.5k gold difference. It's reduced to 4.2. And
oh, they stuck around again, Betty.
Jojo wants extra. But now he's been spotted.
He doesn't have TP.
Does not have TP. This is looking like he's going to be done. Lebrov shepherding him for Skewmon to finish the job. Hansama likely to be donated the kills. He does have the ace in the hole available. Jojopyun going in for a bit of tower damage. Push back onto Skewmon, but he knows it's done. Ace in the hole finishes it. Hansama on a killing. They have a Caitlyn. Weathering the siege will be a tall task. Jojopyun has to face check. 2K getting lower. G2 take the Baron. MKOI trying to sprint out as quickly as they can. Jojopyun, the ace in the hole. Elioyo is going to body block. Quick flash back from Jojo to stay standing as G2 just keep the pressure on.
A clean Baron with KOI, but Jojo is doing his best to wave clear. They're going to overstack on the bot wave. They have the members to keep this wave from getting to the tower, or maybe not.
Weaver's Wall comes in from Caps. Keeps Hansama safe so he can start to auto this tower. So much damage going in as Elioyo flashes in. Ulti back coming in from Broken Blade, though, and it's Elioyo who's been caught out. Alvaro! 4 members, but the follow-up damage is just not there. He finally found the engage, but it's too damn late. MKOI getting run down in their base. G2, again, unrelenting, poised to take the series.
G2 still have a wave, and there's only 3 members of MKOI left to hold against the onslaught.
G2 pushing in, closing out. Super not enough in the face of this lineup with a 10K gold lead. A perfect 3-0-2 finals. They fell flat, but in summer, it is resilience. It is redemption as G2 return to the top of the LEC.